Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. What's up, everybody? Let's go ahead. Let's fade this out. Eventually, I'm going to get this fade right. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm going to get the fade working the way it's supposed to work. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Onyx once again. Sunday, 6 p.m. Long week. A long week. And we're getting ready to start a new one tomorrow. What's happening, everyone? Oh, man. Time for me to take that traditional sip of this week's adult beverage. And get started. But you know what? Before we get started, I got to give y'all the administrative stuff. And the administrative stuff is as follows. Hey, remember, you can check out this podcast every day in your car, in your home, on your listening device. If you listen to it on anchor.fm/goingfullnerd, or you can check it out on iTunes, or is it Apple Podcasts now? I don't know. They keep changing stuff for me. But also you can look it up on Spotify. You can also check it out, youtube.com/goingfullnerd, just like it reads, on wherever you found how to get on this. You can also check out the latest in some comic book news. Hey, not everybody, I don't have everything, and a lot of people give me something, so I put that something out for you on goingfullnerd.com. And you can catch the foolishness that I call me just acting up on Twitter, the handle being at Onyx, that's ONYXXX1969. And for those of you who haven't done so already, just remember we've started the season for giving, Extra Life, where we can donate to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, specifically the Children's National Medical Center here in Washington, D.C., in the area in which I live. Anyway, I got my people popping into the chat room. Big shout out to Low Cuts, my man Ron and Omar, old school from back in the day. And as always, we get started with the top 5 box office. This week was you could tell by what I'm wearing. You could tell by the title. You knew what was going to come out number 1 this week. You knew it. Number 1 was Spider-Man Far From Home, put out by Sony. Let's get this right. Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man. Yes, Sony still owns the rights. Even though you got them mixed in the MCU, Sony still owns the rights. And they pulled in a whopping $93.6 million, taking the number 1 spot in the box office this past weekend. Now, that is not including it starting up before the holidays, because it actually came out, what was that, July 2nd? So the total domestic U.S. box office take for the film is $185 million, give or take a couple of extra dollars after the fact. And it only cost $160 million to make. So what that tell you? Disney's making more money. Coming in number 2 is last week's number one. I'm not saying Disney. Well, Disney gets a cut of that, but Sony made that mad money right there. But Disney gets the props. But anyway, Disney got their own thing. Coming in number 2 is last week's number 1, which is Toy Story 4. Pulled in $34.3 million. Coming in at number 3 is The World with Everybody Forgot the Beatles, the movie Yesterday, pulling in $10.7 million. Coming in at number 4 is the horror flick. Everybody want to play with these dolls, play with these toys, keep these crazy toys in their house. I'm going to just say this, Toy Story and all that. If any of these things in my background come to life while I'm sleeping at night, they need to start paying rent. That's the only thing I'm talking about. And that's Annabelle Comes Home, last week's number 2, pulling in $9.7 million. And coming in at number 5, hey, Disney making more money, more money, more money. That's Aladdin, live action with your boy that saved the summer, Will Smith, $7.6 million. Oh. Now, I'm going to touch a little touchy subject. People getting upset. Halle Bailey has just been cast as the Little Mermaid coming up in the live action film. And there have been some people upset on the internet about her being an actress of color. You know what? The last time I checked, fictional characters have no ethnicity. Okay? You know what you may have been used to, but come on, folks. Come on, folks. Can't we just get over it? Can't we just get over all of it? Can't we just watch a movie, enjoy a movie without bringing this into it? This is supposed to be 2019, not 1950. Not 1960. I'm just saying. Put my 2 cents in there. This is your boy. I mean, wasn't no woman upset? Wasn't no woman upset when they put Jason Momoa? Is my accent coming out so bad on my... I said Halle Bailey. Not Berry. Bailey. Halle Berry. I'd have been mad if they put Halle Berry. I'd have been mad with Halle Berry. Halle Berry will ruin the movie. Made me feel good. Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. I'm done with Halle Berry, but it's Halle Bailey. That's right, Halle Bailey. Maybe my accent, I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my New York accent. I don't know. Maybe it's the South coming out. Was my Southern drawl too much and made Bailey sound like Barrett? I don't know. I get whatever. Exactly. But here's the deal. And this is the deal. It don't matter. People like, it don't matter. All you need is a good performance. People get wrapped up over foolishness. But I also think that it is something in the water. It's definitely not my adult beverage. It's something in the water that got people acting a pure FOOL fool. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know why. Me personally, I'm just gonna say, why be mad? Why be mad? Because I'm gonna put it out there. This is me. Stop me if I'm wrong. But I'm gonna put it out there. And the part that I'm gonna put out there is this. Hold on to this now. People just got to get over themselves. This is the problem. I'm all for characters and things with the remakes, even though I hate remakes, looking like what it came out as what I'm used to. I'm with that. But when you start making memes online that's just out of control, when you start getting on people and starting to fight, then we got a problem. People mad. People getting butthurt mad. I don't know, but that's me. We'll let it go. But let's get to what we were planning on talking about. Because people, this is, let's talk to controversy. This character right here was controversy back in the day when they introduced Miles Morales. You know, when they introduced Miles Morales and he was the Afro-Hispanic Spider-Man, oh, people lost their minds. People went crazy talking about not my Spider-Man, not this. No, Peter Parker is the one true Spider-Man. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But that doesn't leave stuff open for interpretation. I mean, the last time I checked, it was a multiverse of characters. You're like, I did that. Yeah, I know you did. I know you did. But anyway, let's get to it. So, what did your boy check out? What did your boy see? Your boy went and saw Spider-Man Far From Home. You knew that was going to be the movie for this week. That was going to be the one thing that I had to go see, had to talk. I know I've slacked up on a lot of things. And I was sitting here and I was trying to figure out, should I talk about Spider-Man Far From Home or should I talk about Stranger Things Season 3? They can't build a wall for now. He climbing. But anyway, I'm like, should I talk about Spider-Man or Stranger Things? Yo, Spider-Man won out. Spider-Man won out. Because this is the thing. This is actually probably, maybe, what's another good word that with the E sound in it? Undoubtedly. All right, I'm done clowning. This is probably one of the best Spider-Man movies yet. People are going to be mad at your boy. How dare you say that this is one of the best Spider-Man movies? Nobody can hold a candle to Tobey Maguire. Now, whatever. This right here was on point. Let me tell you this. Okay, let's throw this. All right. A world without Iron Man. A world without Captain America. All right. 5 years since what they call the blip now. If you ain't been on the internet, if you ain't seen the movie, I'm sorry. I'm not going to spoil it. But if there might be a couple of things that might slip out, I apologize right now. But I'm trying my best not to spoil it. 5 years have passed. Others moved on. Okay. Time has stood still for these characters. And they got to figure out where they fit in this new world. Okay. It's the basic premise of Spider-Man Far From Home as Peter Parker. That's right, Peter Parker. He's your spectacular. He's your amazing. He's your friendly neighborhood. He's your insert adjective that you truly want here, Spider-Man. And these are the things he's got to deal with. All right, let's keep it real. All right, so this is the deal. The internet, right, it's a cruel space. And like I was saying, everyone has their opinion who's the best actor playing a particular character. I have always been, I will say it, a Tobey Maguire fan. I've always been a Tobey Maguire fan when it came out for Spider-Man. When he was the man, even the Staying Alive dancing, where he was walking down the street doing this, I was still, he's still the best Spider-Man. That wasn't the best movie, but he was still the best Spider-Man. All right? This movie takes Tom Holland and puts him up there with Tobey Maguire because he is holding his own as one of the best Spider-Man ever to hit the screen. And this movie right here, Spider-Man Far From Home, I think it ranks up there with the Sam Raimi Spider-Man 1 and 2. Be mad if you want to. Be mad if you want to. All right? This movie right here, okay, it is the fitting end as well as a good beginning, all right, to the next phase of Marvel, okay, Marvel Cinematic Universe phase. End of 4, beginning of 5, on point, right? Now, okay, but Garfield may have been legit. Tom Holland is more legit than Garfield. I'm going to just throw it out there. He is the most legit. He's got he took it back to the roots. Garfield was a grown-ass man playing Spider-Man. So was Tobey Maguire. Keep it real. And Tom Holland is getting there. But at least we watching them grow up. That's the key. All right? So let's take this. Disney and Marvel, okay? They are the masters of misdirection and teases. Because really, what I saw in the trailers before getting to the movie did not prepare me for the movie. I'm going to throw it out there. It did not prepare me for the movie. The movie, it was like, yo, listen. The movie was like, yo, you don't know nothing. Everybody was making speculations. Oh, they're going to introduce this. They're going to do that. They're going to do this. The movie said, to hell with you. We're going to show you what we want to show you. Heck, there were scenes in the trailer that wasn't even in the movie. Marvel is good for that. Disney is good for that. Why? Because they want you to go in and enjoy the story. Some people get upset about it because they want to try to predict the whole thing before it come out just so they could go, I was right. Hey, man, it is what it is. All right? It is. But it keeps the audience on your toes. I'm going to throw it out here. Action scenes. Storyline. To me, it fit the true nature of what made Spider-Man popular in the past in comic books while I was growing up, okay? I can't say too much about the story without spoiling it. All I can say is the character has been partially brought back to his roots. It was like, you know what? We introduced him, we did this, but you know what? We got to get him to his roots. We got to get Spider-Man back to where he was. Boom. And that's what they did. That's what they did. Now, this is the thing. Now, I'm going to do my predictions. After watching Spider-Man Far From Home, okay, I'm going to tell you there's some things that they did that set up some good stuff. Some basically background stuff that you won't pay attention to. You, as a fan or as a casual person that watches movies, will not, have not, and won't pay attention to what's going on. Number one, go back and watch Spider-Man Homecoming. Okay? Pay attention to the scene with Danny Glover. Is it Danny Glover? Yeah, with Glover. You know who I'm talking about. You know, Childish Gambino. Go watch that. Every time I say Danny, I say Danny Glover. You know, whatever. Anyway, okay, let's throw this out here. We have seen the door open to introduce characters like Miles Morales. There's a 5-year gap, folks. There's 5 years that passed since Homecoming. Spider-Man has not graduated high school because he was a member. He was snapped away. Okay? So think about that. Think about it. Miles Morales, and you could say Avengers Endgame actually had let this happen, but think about it. Miles Morales was a kid having a birthday. You had 5. I got to go back and watch the movie. How old did they say his nephew was going to be? Think about it, folks. Think about it. We could get that. And if you watch the after credit scenes, which there are 2 of them, okay? There are 2. Just letting you know. 2. The second one, is it the second one or was it the first one? I can't remember. But the after credit scene with Nick Fury, hey, it sets up potential storylines with a twist. You could go Secret Wars. You could go Secret Invasion. You could go secret, strong enough for a man, made it for a woman secret. I'm just saying. Potential is there. Fantastic Four could be coming. You don't know. You don't know. Disney Marvel, they got this sleight of hand trick going where now you see it, now you don't. So that's it. You know, that's right. It seems like it's harkening back to the 1960s Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko stuff that they had going on with Spider-Man back in the day. Now, here's the key. I didn't see it in 3D. I didn't see it in IMAX. But it seems like it could be a good look for the effects if that's your thing. I mean, I wear glasses. I don't do well with the 3D glasses and all that stuff. But it had the special effects. It had the acrobatics. It had the stuff coming at you on the screen. It's all the stuff that you'd expect from a Spider-Man movie. Okay? From a Spider-Man movie. Now, what does your boy give Spider-Man? What do you think I've given Spider-Man Far From Home? What do you think? What do you think? Do you think, was this a perfect movie? No, maybe. Was this perfect? No, it wasn't perfect. There were little things that kind of grated my nerves. There were little things that I was like, well, that's a good idea, but the execution was kind of like sucky. There were some good things that happened that kind of brought it back up and bring it back down. Okay? I really can't tell you all of that stuff without spoiling it. I like to give it a thing. But you know what? Boom. My man hit it right on the head. I give Spider-Man Far From Home a 4 out of 5 on the Going Full Nerd scale. It's far from perfect, but it does rank up there, in my opinion, with Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 and 2 without retelling the same old story. Remember the same old story. Oh, Uncle Ben got killed. Oh, with great power comes great responsibility. Oh, I'm so sad of myself. I was greedy at first and now there's, oh. No. We didn't have to go through all that this time, which was actually pretty refreshing and pretty darn good. I'm just saying. Now, where is the Marvel Universe going to go after this? I don't know, man. You know, we're expecting stuff like, you know, connected movies. We want that. But I don't think they could do that anymore because they're not getting people signed for multiple films like that anymore, especially with Disney Plus coming out and they're doing these little shows. We got to walk away from the characters we're already connected to. So they need something else that's going to kind of draw them in. Is Spider-Man that glue? Is Spider-Man the glue that's going to hold these things together, much like Iron Man did back in 2008? I don't know. Excuse me. Now, Doctor Strange is due for a release, I think in 2020 or 2021. Not really sure who the villain is going to be on that. I mean, the obvious setup would be Barry Mordo, you know, trying to get rid of people that use magic. But, you know, what can you do? Maybe Nightmare? Maybe? You know? You did Dormammu. Maybe introduce Clea? I don't know. Okay? Black Panther 2 coming out. Not sure who the villain is that. Everybody's talking about they're taking another obscure villain from the Black Panther comic books. Okay? I think it was a female. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. They're talking about Michael B. Jordan making an appearance as Killmonger again. I can see how that happens. Not sure how that's going to work. You know? He's not going to be alive. I mean, they killed him off. Marvel has a bad habit of killing off their villains. That's the only thing. Yeah, there's no, you know what? I'll be back another day. No, there's none of that. If you're a villain in the MCU, you pretty much know you're eventually going to be toast. I think Thanos was the most long-runningest villain that you could find. All right? Now, you're talking about talks for Kraven the Hunter. They are talking Kraven the Hunter, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be in Black Panther or saving it for Spider-Man. Now, here's the key. Kraven the Hunter is still part of that deal that Sony and Marvel made back in the day before Disney bought it, and Sony would have the distribution rights on that character. So, I don't know. How is that going to work? We don't know. People wanted to have, they made mention of Atlantis, or they made mention of undersea earthquakes. People are talking about introducing Namor in Black Panther, but we still got legal issues. We still got legal issues with Universal Studios, which owns the rights to Namor and the Hulk. Now, they may be able to work something out with the Hulk, but you're not going to get another Hulk solo movie, just like you may not get a Namor solo movie. He may be a villain, or they may bring him in an ensemble. Don't know. Yes, Mobius. with Jared Leto, the guy that jacked up the Joker. You know? So, here's the deal with that. Okay? It's in production, but that's a straight 100% Sony thing. Marvel has nothing to do with that other than the licensing of the character. That's where the problem lies. So Morbius is not going to, be attached to any other character. They're not going to be attached to anything going on. Which would be cool if they could get Mobius, Werewolf by Night, Blade, like my man mentioned. What's up, Wilbur? Like, you get Blade. You could do the Night Stalkers, all that. You already got Ghost Rider introduced. You got to, looking real good, But we don't know. We don't know. And that's the thing about Disney and Marvel. They got so many characters. They got a library so deep. We don't know what they're going to hit us with, okay? But they still got to work out issues with Universal and Sony. They already said it's going to be about 5 years before the X-Men can be touched. All right? The comic books are already trying to get everything in the line. Once the comic books are lined up, then the movies will probably follow suit. But it's just a matter. How do we do it? How is it going to happen? Do I have the inside track? No. I could speculate just like any other fan, and that's exactly what I would end up doing. Speculate. Hey, my fan theory is just as good as anybody else, just like yours are. So we try to figure out the best we can. Woo-wee! Well, the adult beverage is kicking in on me. Big Brisha. Yo, the X-Men, we ain't see it. The X-Men in the comic books have just been, like crazy. Like, they just made the world forget about the X-Men in the comic book. So, this is the thing. How many times do we got to forget about the X-Men to try to breathe life back into the X-Men? I'm just saying. X-Men, they were kicking it in the 90s. Then Fox just was like, yo, we going to make all this X-Men money. X money, 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 money. And then they hit us with these crazy films. Do you know how much Dark Phoenix made this week in the theaters? Do you want to know how much Dark Phoenix made? Dark Phoenix did not even break $1 million this week in the theater. I think it broke domestically $437 million. Look it up. That movie was straight trash. That movie ensured that the New Mutants movie will never see the light of day. If Disney puts out that New Mutants film outside of putting it on a streaming service or maybe straight to VHS, you notice I said straight to VHS, something they don't even support anymore. I'm just saying. Just saying. I already can tell you what's going to be in the bargain dollar bin at Walmart for the DVD batch. That X-Men Dark Phoenix is going to be in there. Telling you. They might not even waste the money to press it on a disc. They probably paying the bootleggers to bootleg it. Be like, yo, bootleg this, man, so we can make some money. I'm just saying. Ooh, sometimes you got to take an extra long swig of that adult beverage. Ooh, man. But that's what goes down. Well, as always, I'm going to steal a line. I'm so glad we had this time together because I'm going to tell you, it is hot in here. My adult beverage is not keeping me as cool as I want. And we are approaching the 30-minute mark. And you know I can only give you 30 minutes at a time on the live stream. That's how I roll. I mean, the only thing that's going to make it out of that Fox X-Men universe is Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool. Disney knows where the money's at. They are not going to lose their damn minds and not, keep that going. And they will probably, more than likely, 99.99% keep it as R-rated. Don't know what's going to happen. Don't know when it's going to happen. But it is going to happen. But anyway, everybody, that's it. Bringing this to a close. And as always, I'd like to thank you for being anywhere that you could have been, but you're right here with me. Appreciate it. Remember, do me a favor. Hit this video with a like. I see how many of y'all in here. I need that many likes on there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be at least 6 likes on this video once I'm said and done. please make sure you take a listen to it on Anchor.fm when the audio drops. That way, while you're on your commute to work tomorrow morning, saying, man, I got to go to work, you can hear the soothing tone from your boy. Anyway, remember, send your ideas via Twitter. That's at Onyx1969 DM. I think I'm going to try to record a Stranger Things review. I'll go ahead and try to vent my thoughts on Stranger Things. That way it'll give me something brand new to talk about live next week. Or we might even try to do a video premiere. Maybe I can sit up here and watch a video of me with you and comment along. But anyway, remember, if you can't say something nice to anybody, don't say anything at all. Send it to me and I'll say it for you. Peace, y'all, and I'm out of here. Here goes that music.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.